Hi, how you doing today?
Hi, how are you?
Good, John Canfield.
Glad you made it, John.
Thank
Come on
you.
in. All right, you can have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
How was the trip down?
Oh, it's great.
Was great.
Yeah.
Didn't have any problems finding it?
No, I hit a little traffic, but it's
A
all
little
right.
traffic?
Yeah.
Good.
How's your weekend this weekend?
It was great, actually. Great weekend, you know, back to Monday.
I know, it hit me hard.
Absolutely.
Hit me hard. So here's my business card right here.
Sure.
Do you
Thank
have
you very
one
much.
yourself that I could have?
Actually not on me, but at the end of the meeting I can grab it for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
So I've set an agenda for today's meeting. I know we only have 10 minutes.
Sure.
So the first part of the meeting, I'd like to discuss what's going on with SBO and what you guys are experiencing and what you'd like to have happen for goals in the upcoming months.
Sure.
And then I'd like to talk about what Ocular Lift can do for you. And then I'd like to talk about getting another meeting with whoever is in the decision-making process.
Sure.
So could you talk to me a little bit about the decision-making process?
Absolutely. The decision-making process?
Yeah, so how does the steps go?
Absolutely. So I'm a little bit new to the company, so I apologize if I don't have all of the information on hand, which I can possibly just get back to you at a later date with.
Okay.
But you know, this decision's kind of being driven from the top down. I was tasked to you know, come to you and learn a little bit more about the product to see how you can help SBO with our initiatives and kind of, you know, get back on track with what we're looking to do. So, you know, I for right now, we're trying to gather some information, you know, and after there, I think we can kind of discuss the decision process further.
Okay, perfect. So is everyone who needs to be in this meeting present right now?
Absolutely. For this meeting, yes.
Okay, wonderful. So could you go over what is happening at SBO right now?
Sure. So SBO, we live launched, and mind you, because I'm fairly new, it's kind of, you know, what I've been told, kind of still learning the process and how everything's going. So in 2001, SBO was a live launch. We had fantastic numbers. We had about 500 million page views. We had about 100,000 unique visits that were great. You know, they were on the site for quite some time. They were doing click-throughs. You know, our business model is subscription-based as well as advertising dollars. So it's important for us to keep that traffic going. And you know, recently we've been noticing with a lot of the regional, you know, digital properties that are coming around, we're not seeing as high traffic as we used to. So we've been kind of we've been checking out ways to kind of improve that. So that's kind of what brought me to you.
Right. I talked to some people at Lightwave Consultant, and they talked about the regional websites. And
Yeah.
I myself, I would go onto like a Red Sox page opposed to SBO. I love SBO, don't get me wrong. It's a really great thing. I love the thing on Tom Brady the other week. But I understand why people are going towards the more regionally based websites. I just had a question about how you generate revenue and through the advertisements, I'm assuming.
Sure. So the way we generate revenue is subscription based first on you know, getting subscriptions to the paper, the magazine, as well as specific content on the digital presence.
Right.
So, and then our other kind of bulk of our money making is our advertising ads. So the more clicks that our users are clicking around and sharing links with friends and clicking again is how we make a lot of our money. So we need our traffic to be high in order for us to kind of be able to charge more for our advertising.
Right. So you said that the traffic's decreasing right now?
Yes, correct. We're seeing, you know, with all the competition coming up that we're struggling a little bit.
Right. So what is that doing for your company? What does that mean for you guys personally?
It's a little scared for our future.
Really?
Yeah.
I understand you hired 2 new people to combat that, is that correct?
We did, yes.
You
This
did?
is, like I mentioned, you know, this is coming from the top down, so this is
Right.
definitely kind of a hot topic for the company, and you know, we're definitely focused on kind of getting to the bottom of this problem and seeing if we can solve it.
All right. So what are your goals? If you could solve this problem, what would your goals be?
Sure. So our goals, you know, coming from my boss are, you know, we want to increase traffic.
Okay.
We want to increase the amount of time that our users are spending on the site, as well as click-throughs. We want to, you know, really see a lot more click-throughs to improve revenue.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
And we really want to start serving up. We want to beat out our competition. We want to set ourselves apart. So we'd really like to kind of be able to serve the correct content to the correct user.
All right, well, I have actually the perfect product for you.
Great.
If you want to increase your traffic, time on page and click-throughs, like you said, get your revenues back up, and get the people who you just recently hired to work on other things and maybe reinvest your money in other places. So I'm from Acquia, as I said earlier, and the goal of our company is to get people to their customers faster via the web.
Okay.
So what we do, the product that I think would work perfectly with your company is the Acquia Lift product. And it's a content management system, and the way it works is a computer learns from every unique user that goes onto your page. It's going to learn more and more about what they click, what drives their clicks. They bring up content so that it will bring it to them. It's personalization, really.
Okay.
So it's going to make people, it's going to increase your traffic, it's going to increase your time on the page, it's going to increase your click-throughs. So it's bringing up relevant content to a user.
Okay, so that sounds good. So I have a couple questions for you though. You know, I have a really busy team. You know, how long does a process like this take for them to implement this personalization tool that you're talking about? Right, we get that a lot, and the implementation is really seamless. It's I think the most we've ever had to go in. Our employees come in and apply a training program to your employees so the tech guys know what they're doing and really understand the system. And the most we've ever been is 2 days. Okay. There's no downtime for your website either. Sure, so there may not be downtime. Am I going to see any performance issues? Absolutely not. Okay, great. We talked to, actually last year we were working with the Weather Channel, and during Hurricane Sandy there was over 30 million clicks per second, and they were using the Acquia Lift program, and there was no downtime, there was no problems with the systems, and it was really success story. What happened? Great. Now, are there any other clients other than weather.com that are utilizing Acquia Lift that maybe we could, kind of have a reference call with? Absolutely. We've also worked with Toronto Magazine and Elle Magazine on their websites. Great. Not on their magazine, obviously, because we're a web-based company. So we've worked with them, and Toronto saw a 4 times increase in their subscriptions. So you mentioned earlier you'd like to get subscriptions because that's where you primarily get your revenue. So they saw a 4 times increase in their subscriptions in the first 3 months after implementation. So this process really works really fast. And Elle Magazine actually saw a 20% increase in page views. So those are the 2 subscriptions and advertisements, if I'm correct, that you said that you generated revenue. That's great. So now I have one other question for you. How much does this product cost? Well, the product, I really would like to talk to the higher up. I know you said that it's in the decision process. It's really about the value that it is. I mean, you could look at it as a cost, but what it really is an investment in your company. You said that you've already hired 2 new people. This is another, and that's an investment, obviously, to try and get your company to a better state. With the investment through here, you're investing in Acquia Lift that we will provide success. And that's what we've done through Elle Magazine, Toronto Magazine. We've worked with Twitter, SEC Network, and I think that we could really help you guys get to the goals that you want to happen. Okay, great. That sounds good. I heard great things about Acquia from Lightwave, and that's kind of why I decided to reach out. And we're really looking to kind of learn a little bit more about this personalization tool and see if we can become more strategic with our web presence and really increase our traffic. So. All right. Well, we could set up another meeting to demo the product, and I could show you and give you way more information about how the product actually works. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Yes, absolutely. Okay. So why don't we schedule a meeting next week? Is that good for you? Sure, next week works. Friday's not good. Tuesday or Wednesday would be great. Tuesday and Wednesday? Yep. All right. So how about Tuesday at 3? Perfect. All right. All right. See you then. Thank you very much. Great. Thank you very much for making the trip. Yeah, thanks for making it. Thank you.
We're going to